stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rayola. Makes the grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Cornhuskers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now they'll run it to the right here. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Going downfield for the big play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Raiola. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Sanders.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage, one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Caught near the sticks, it's Strachan. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Got enough for the 1st. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job there.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Power. Oh, out of space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Snagged in the middle. It's key. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quick release by the QB. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. It's a seam wide open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll give it to the back. Wide open spaces. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Makes the catch.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Straka. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement to change impossible. gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Sanders. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Trojans are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. It's complete on the right side. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Push down for the tackle. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. line. He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mayava. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and they'll move the chains with a first down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on him, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Get it out on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Release on the RPO. The Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing them where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside.
There he goes. Turning it on. He's at the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run to the left. He's loose. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
On the direct snap, it's Barney. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Looking for space to the left. He's going to... it's a running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Husker!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mayava. That's reeled in, it's Sanders. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up the field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Oh, worked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play.
USC 10, Nebraska 7.
Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Throwing right. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown, Nebraska. And they turn it into a defensive score.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Lemon. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Slithers into space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Touchdown, USC! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the left side. Kearney on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Trying to set up the screen. And he's still running after the move. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Huskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunter. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On the run, it's on. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll move the wide receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Sanders. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
USC.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, USC.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time